Hi everyone, it's Kelly from Kelly's Bead Boutique. So one of the things that I hear all the time is, well, I'd like to make some jewelry, but I have absolutely no idea how to do it. Well, I'm going to show you how today. I've got a really simple little bracelet that comes in about 14 colors. It's super inexpensive to make. I think you guys are going to love this one. Come and join me and I'll show you how. All right, so let's get started. So today I'm going to be using some of our new vegan suede cording. This one's about 3 millimeters wide. We have it in 14 different colors, and I'm going to bring in some more because people are loving this. It's got a really nice texture to it, and it's not stretchy, but it's got a little bit of give, so it's perfect for this kind of bracelet. I'm also going to use a little piece of jade for some safety chain on the back of it because we're going to be using a magnet today, and I find that when you use magnets, they often can get caught on things like metal doors and that sort of stuff. So I find if you have a little bit of chain, it helps not lose your bracelet. We also have a couple little of these, they're just tiny little ribbon ends. I have a pretty little heart. This one's fun. It's got hearts inside the heart. You know, I love the heart thing. And I have a little textured ring and some jump rings. And as far as tools, we're just going to be using a pair of cutters, or I guess these are called scissors, right? It's actually 7 in the morning here. I'm barely awake, but I have 6 videos to do today. So this is the first. So let's wish me luck. We'll see how it goes. All right, so and I also have a pair of chain nose pliers and a pair of bent chain nose pliers and a ruler. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut my vegan suede. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are about 8 inches long. I think when I do the kit up, I will give you guys maybe more like 10 inches so that if anybody has a little larger wrist, you'll have lots to play with. I always want to make sure that when I send my kits out that you have everything you need and that they're perfect for all different sizes. So I just need 2 pieces that are about 8 inches long. So I'm going to take my vegan suede and I'm going to find the 2 ends, join those up together and make a little loop. And I'm going to take my ring and I'm going to go down through the ring and I'm going to make like a little loop there and pull the ends through and pull that tight. Now lots of times when I see these bracelets being made, something, you know, where you're just doing a lark's head knot, it doesn't catch in here. And I've seen people make comments on videos and things like that this always comes apart. The nice thing about this new vegan suede that we have is it has a little bit of grip to it. So that'll hold in there nicely. At least it seems to. So, all right, so I'm just going to do that on the other side. So I just make a little loop. I go down through the ring and then I just take the ends and bring them through. Okay. So just pulling that nice and snug. And there we go. So now I'm going to take one of the jump rings and I'm going to add my little heart charm on there. So to open a jump ring, you always want to go on either side of your cut of your jump ring. And I always like to use the heaviest, strongest, and smallest ones that I can. So these are 18 gauge and 4.5 millimeter. So they're nice and strong. So now I'm going to take a pair of bent chain nose pliers, go on the other side, and do an opposite movement to open them up. I'm going to pop that through there, and I'm going to come in just on the one side there, and then just going to push this towards each other, and I kind of, well, that one's not going to jiggle, but usually I sort of jiggle, and then it just kind of closes up. All right, so now we have our little bit of embellishment done. So now if you're going to size this bracelet, what you want to do is take it on your ruler and kind of decide what size you need. Now I want about a 7-inch bracelet. So I'm going to find the middle of that, which would be about 3.5. So I just placed the ring so that the 3.5 mark is in the middle. And then I know I have to trim. Now this is going to add about an extra, it's about a half an inch or so that I've got on here of the one that I've made. So I want to trim this to about, maybe about 6 3/4. So I'm going to go to the 6 3/4 mark right there. And I don't go crazy with my measuring. I just measure with my fingers. I'm kind of lazy like that. I don't strive for perfection because it'll make you nuts. All right, and then I'm going to go back to that on the other side and go to the 6 3/4 mark. And there we go, up to there. Now, of course, you can make this to any size that you want. All right, so now we have the correct length that we need. So now I'm going to be using these little ribbon ends. Now these ones don't quite cover the entire thing up, but I think it's perfectly fine. So what I do is I just place it on there with my fingers, and I'm just going to come in And I'm going to just kind of give it a start and push it down. And you can see it's just a little tiny bit that's hanging off the side there, but I think that's fine. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to give it a good squish. These have little teeth on the end and you want them to kind of grip in there, but I'm not squeezing so tight that it cuts through the suede. And now I'm going to repeat on the other end. So it's important that you have your ends nicely trimmed so that they meet up. That one's a little off, so I could do a little bit of a trim there. There we go. That looks a little better. Place that on there, and I'm just holding it with my finger underneath there. You can actually take your fingers and try to push that down, but these ones are a little bit strong. So I'm just going to line that up, make sure it's where I want it, and give it a little squish, and turn it over and give it a little squish. So that's a really simple ending to put on a bracelet. Okay, so now we're going to add our closure. So I'm going to open up a jump ring again. So go on either side, give it a twisting motion. So the best way to get these magnets apart is not to pull on them, but to slide them. So when you slide them, they come out pretty easily. So I'm going to use this little bit of safety chain. It's about 2.5 inches, and this will just help your bracelet not pop off if that magnet gets stuck on something. So I'm going to take my little jump ring and put it through the end of the chain, and then I'm going to take one end of the magnet and I'm going to pop it on here. And I'm going to do that up nice and snug. Always make sure your jump rings are done up nice and tight. Now, it can be a little challenging with these magnets because it sort of magnetizes everything, but you just kind of have to get in there and show it who's boss. Okay, so I'm going to repeat on the other side. I find it easier if I've got it turned over that way. It gives you a little more surface to open up. I go through the end, and I always try to repeat the same sequence, so I'm going to go through my chain first, and then through my clasp, and then I'm going to come in the end of my bracelet and do that up nice and tight. So there you go. There's my little Have My Heart bracelet. I love how simple this is. It was really, really quick to put together. Perfect gift. Perfect for when you're getting together with the girls and you want to maybe have a jewelry night. Give this one a try. I think you're going to like it. There'll be a kit listed in the description box below. Please make sure if you enjoyed this video that you give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I love to hear from everybody, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.